Welcome to another segment of Ain't You Tired Part 3. I am Black Jesus. So in this segment, I'm talking about money. I'm talking about the psychology of people are willing to spend 30, 40, 50 years of their lifetime just to get to a certain number and say they finally living, they enjoying life. You 70 years old, what more can you do besides sit at home and just collect money? How you supposed to live? How you supposed to go on roller coasters? You taking all these pills or whatever you doing to sustain life. Your heart ain't gonna take that. How you gonna goddamn, go on planes and go on cruises and all that, and something happen and then what? You stuck. If you can't swim, you already know how it go. I mean, if you can't jump out of an airplane cause you already got high blood pressure, like how that's gonna work? No, that ain't living. Living is when, don't get me wrong, man. To each his own as far as how you get money. As long as you get money, you know what I'm talking about? But at the same time, I'm talking about, you look at these children that's in the other countries and they 13, 14 years old and they already in the stock market, you know what I'm saying? They already building a portfolio where by the time they actually get 18, you know what I'm saying, they already living life the way they want to. They got all these businesses, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's almost insanity from that kind of perspective, because it's like, man, how is it that you supposed to be smarter than me because you older, but yeah, I'm over here learning and understanding that working 8 hours a day for a company that they ain't gonna never pay me what I want them to pay me makes sense, because it don't. That's all I'm saying. See, to me, living is when you we can go as soon as 18. But when you in your 30s and your 40s, you got all this money and, you got all these bills taken care of and you ain't worried about nothing, you ain't in no debt. You just chilling, you enjoying nature, you enjoying simple stuff like listening to the birds. You know what I'm saying? You will see yourself feeding the birds because you were so much at peace. Watching the ducks swim and all this kind of stuff. That's living. Going on trips anytime you want to. And you still able to move around like you want. You know what I'm saying? You able to get on cruises and jump in the ocean if you feel like. Just because you can. Or jump out the plane if you want to. You know what I'm saying? We talking about doing things where you got the energy to do it. That's living. You know what I'm saying? Not being stuck and miserable for most of your life. But I'm gonna keep talking about this subject in another way. And so what I realize is, of course, you have to be surrounded by like-minded people. And the scripture says, be in this world but not of the world. So what I'm talking about is, the way I see the word is on a whole nother level, whole nother perspective, where I'm actually looking outside of the world. I'm in space with this knowledge, with this way of thinking. I'm just on another level. And, I just understand that it's best to be around people who feel the same way, who think outside the box. Especially the woman that I choose to pursue. Call me old, but I love being in peace. I love the quietness. I love observing something from another perspective. Looking outside of it. Take me being on the moon, so to speak. In this clip, looking at the earth, not even realizing how much really chaos is going on unless you've been in it before. But when you look at it outside of its realm, man, earth is so peaceful, man. It's almost like heaven. You just think of it as somewhere you can grow your family and, everybody could be just chilling and getting along with each other, instead of all this that you really see on these shows in the news. It's uncalled for. So, man, I think everybody should be getting into a place where they can say the same thing, that they love peace. So I'm just up here chilling with my friend Mergle. A little light green, lime green, 9 later looking You know what I'm saying? But she cute though. And of course, if she was on the earth right now, everybody be looking at her crazy because she ain't black, she ain't white, she ain't brown, she ain't yellow. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good because she's still who she is. And I'm digging her conversation. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I might not understand exactly, the way she think. She ain't gonna understand the way I think, but it's all good to me. You know what I'm saying? I look at it like, this how God is. Being abstract. Unordinary, unorthodox. I already know people gonna be looking at you crazy like, or listening to you like you crazy, talking about something. Is he really, in his mind, going to the moon, talking to his imaginary friend? Or is he really just using this for entertainment purposes? Which I understand. And real quick, this Myrtle character, this is a real woman. Her name is not Myrtle though. And I'm using this character as a reference to say that my mind is on a whole nother level where when me and this woman talking, we ain't even in Earth. Like our mind travels to a whole nother different place, a different planet. And in that planet, of course, your body, your molecular structure changes. I'm with you on that with the whole economy nonsense, craziness, bull, because it's a monopoly game. First of all, you taking it away from God, of what God has created, which was something tangible, gold and silver. And you say, well, because we can't really control it because it was already created before we was even thought of, then let's create our own system and just pull it out of thin air. Where now you cut down trees, manipulating it into paper, put some ink on it, put some ugly faces on it. They don't care nothing about this world. And y'all create your own system. And then you turn people that was free once into slaves, where now all they gotta do is work till they old and gray someone. If they don't know how to fight not even fight, but just learn the system and understand there's a loop and create something that makes you money even when you sleep. For those who didn't get too weird out about what I was saying and how I was using different references to connect the information, I appreciate y'all just for listening. And I hope y'all understand exactly what I mean when I was talking about creating something that works for you and that will continue to work for you and your generations to be. See y'all in the next one.